Hi, my name is Conrad A. Panganiban, and I'm a Fil-Am playwright based out in the San Francisco Bay Area. And I just wanted to start this channel to put all of the work that I've done for the last couple of decades in a space because, the plays that I've written are still stuck in a drawer called a hard drive. So I need to get some of this out. I'm starting with this play called Garden of Dreams. It was written in 2007, and I wrote it kind of as a way to, I don't know, maybe therapy, to deal with the loss of a really good friend of mine. And and as writers, we have to get our emotions out some way. So I wrote this little one-act play about 2007. It's about this guy who goes into an herbal doctor place, an apothecary, if you will, in the Soma neighborhood of San Francisco. And when he stumbles upon a potion that will erase the parts of the memories that he needs, or he feels that he needs to erase so he can move on. And I did write this before Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, which is an amazing movie. But this is my take on it, I guess, and the life that I've had so far. So I'm really happy to present this with some really good friends of mine. Thomas Paras plays RJ, Lauren Garcia plays Lisa, Giancarlo G. Money Cariola plays the Doc, Nic Feliciano is Moon, and Jack Patena plays Jasen. So with all that said, thank you for stopping by, and hopefully I'll have more of the stories that I've written in this space. So thank you for watching, and please like or comment and share if you want to. If not, it's all good, but I just needed a place to get this out. Thanks. So we began in scene 1. It's daytime in the year 2007, and our set is inside the Mai herbal shop on 6th Street, San Francisco, California. Shelves of jars and square boxes line the walls of the Mai. There's a desk in the middle of the store with various canisters, weights, and a scale on it. At one side of the stage is the entrance of the store, which the door has a ringing bell. A bucket for wet umbrellas is near the door. Opposite the entrance of the store hangs a bead curtain just behind the counter. Flyers for community events and reprints of artwork showing provincial life in the Philippines are posted on an open space of a wall. A picture of a woman and child are in a frame standing on a back counter. A grandfather clock in the corner of the room. Sounds of rain can be heard. Enter Moon and RJ through the shop doors.
Thanks for coming with RJ.
Hold up, Jim. Jim, I don't want to hear it right now. Just make sure that the servers are backed up. That last storm took the system down, and this weather's supposed to get worse tonight. No, I can't come in right now. I know that hasn't stopped me before, but I just can't today. I'm with a friend. Yes, I have friends. Just take care of it, and I'll come in early to make sure that the secured files are patched over. And I need to know, I need you to be there to reconfigure the naming conventions on the Apache server in the back. I know that tomorrow's Sunday, but we need to get everything back online by Monday. Then just come in after church, okay? Bye.
Upset, RJ fiddles with his phone looking at his text messages. Moon talks to the air above her.
Lisa, he's talking geek again. Are you here? You said to bring him here. Now what?
What'd you say, Moon?
Nothing. Why? Do you see me with a crackberry? You promised you were going to leave that at home.
Leave this?
Give that to me. You don't need this, especially today.
Wrong. I need this.
Hey.
Especially because of today. I swear, Moon, you have no respect for other people's property. I'm not in the mood today, okay? The faster we get today over with, the faster I can get back to work.
I give up. I tried, but he's just getting worse.
Who are you talking to?
Definitely not you. If you want to go, go. I know that you'd rather be at work than with, forget it. I just need someone to walk. I just needed someone to walk me here because you know how sketch this neighborhood could be. So thanks for the escort. I release you back into the wild. I'll see you later back at the house, unless I get kidnapped and shipped to a diamond mine and an Ecuadorian kid with a little pickaxe.
Moon.
And I only know vamos a la playa.
Moon.
All because I didn't want you to be alone today. Didn't you think for 1 second that I didn't want to be alone too?
Moon.
What?
I'm sorry, okay?
For what?
For everything. Thank you for always being there for me. And I should do the same for you. I'm sorry. I know today isn't easy for you too. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Now, was that so hard to say?
To you? No.
Thanks. Now bring it in.
Bring it in. You've officially been hanging around Jasen for way too long.
Moon gathers RJ in a deep hug.
You should know. You married the both of us with your internet license, and I can't be mad at you for long. It's against my spiritual beliefs. Karma will get you every time.
And hence, you've led me to this herbal shop.
Not just any herbal shop, a Filipino herbal shop. Welcome to my. Check this out.
She grabs a canister and reads the label.
Manggagamot ng sinok. Cure for hiccups. And this. Malabanag, a natural bunion remover. I gotta get that from Ma. And ooh, looky here. Manito Ob. Makes your gas smells like roses.
Limutin erases parts of the memory.
Definitely need to get this Manito Ob for Jasen. What do you think, RJ? RJ,
Yeah, sounds good.
you didn't even hear a word I said.
Sure I did.
Then what did I say?
You said that we're going to buy something for your mom's bunions that'll make them smell like roses. Sorry, I just got other things on my mind right now.
Right. So what time is Father Carlos coming over?
6. He's coming over with Lisa's parents.
How are they holding up?
How do you think?
Right. How about you?
Honestly, I don't know. I really don't. I've just been trying to keep busy.
Well, you're doing a good job at it, but I know how you feel.
I know you do. So how are you getting through today?
Just remembering, I guess, the good times, like the time when we tricked Lisa into coming to the Rose Garden at Golden Gate Park. Remember?
I wish that I didn't.
What?
I don't get why we have to make a big deal about days like today.
Maybe because the first year is supposed to be like a celebration of how a person's spirit lived when they were with us.
Celebrating is the last thing I want to do.
I get that. Then, I don't know. Well, why don't you try writing again? Dude, you had so many crazy stories in college, and then you'd want us all to act in them, remember?
That was a long time ago, Moon. If Lisa was still here, maybe. But I think I'm just going to stick to writing HTML and CSS.
Wow. Real creative there.
I know that you're trying to help, but...
What are friends for?
Well, a friend should be helping you find whatever it is that you're looking for in here.
Thought you'd never ask. It's written right here.
Moon hands him a crumpled up piece of paper.
Roomooba leaves and Okatokat stems. Is this for another one of your potions? Remember the last thing you tried to make? How long did it take for your eyebrows to grow back?
Those 5 months went by quick. But I need those for my baby.
Wait, what? Are you serious? You're
Not yet.
That's so mean, Moon. You shouldn't joke about stuff like that.
But we're almost there. I just need your help finding these things.
I hate to break the news to you. Finding roughage isn't how babies are made.
I know how babies are made, RJ. Don't you think that Jasen and I haven't been trying? We even learned the frog on the lotus leaf position where I put
Oh,
my
Moon.
like
Moon, I didn't need this mental picture of two of my best friends bumping uglies.
you wanted to know.
But I didn't need to know that. Besides, how do you know that you even need this stuff? It could be Jason's downstairs plumbing, or what about if it's your internal incubator that's causing your non-fertilization?
Oh, no, you didn't, RJ. You've known me since middle school, and you know how well I treat this temple. When was the last time you saw me smoke? Huh? Or do drugs? Or even eat meat? This body is built by Tai Chi, Pilates, yoga. I constantly surround myself in happy, peaceful, and pure thoughts by meditation. Observe.
RJ finds the canister on the shelf and reads the label.
Okatoket stems, herbal extract for accelerated conception at birth.
What? Give me those, you black licorice flavored lollipop sucker.
Here, take it. Lollipop sucker?
Sorry for the foul language. It's just that we've been trying to have a baby since we got married. Check this picture out.
Moon takes out a cell phone and shows it to RJ.
I swear this better not be no lotus position pictures of you and Jasen.
No, silly. You know your ex-roommate loves to always take pictures. He found this outfit for our baby.
You're already looking for clothes for your being yet to be? I seriously have to have a talk with him.
We like to plan early. And add to that the stress of constantly hearing my mom's voice. When are you going to give me a grandchild? Are you trying? Are you sure you're doing it right? Ew. You know that you'd understand if, shoot.
Moon, don't worry about it, okay? Let's just hurry up and get out of here.
RJ hits a bell on the counter.
Hello? Is anybody here? I need to get my friend Buntis eyes. Hello?
Doc enters through a bead curtain. Puffs of smoke follow him. RJ and Moon wave the smoke away from their face.
Hiya. Sorry to keep you waiting, dude. Do that. Name's Doc, but you can call me Doc. How can I be of assistance?
Hey, Doc. We'd like to buy a couple of these stems.
And are you looking for the Roomooba leaves too?
How'd you know that?
Roomooba leaves is a must if you're gonna get Okapakat stems. It's like how the day needs night, or like how Sunny needs Cher, or like how Cheech needs Chong. Let me see. Here it is.
Doc grabs a gold canister from a shelf behind him, opens the lid and inhales.
I never get tired of this birthing herb aroma. It smells like the placenta of a gazelle. You lucked out. This is my last batch. So is there a preference, boy or a girl?
You can do that too?
Yeah, that's what the Roomooba leaves are for. Shoot. Whatever you want can be found in this store. Like there on that shelf, there's something for smelly farts. And over there is
Echo.
Echo.
Echo?
Echo.
What?
Echo's the name I want for a girl. I've always loved that name. Echo just has that certain ring to it. I'd like to order a girl, please.
One girl coming right up.
Doc hits a bell on the counter and pulls out some leaves and stems and prepares them.
Moon, I get a weird feeling from this guy. I mean, supplying you with leaves and stems is one thing, but playing God is scary.
I thought that you didn't believe in God anymore.
You know what I mean.
RJ, you know how much having a baby means to me and Jason.
I know, but
And more than that, for my mom.
I know, but not like this. Don't you think you should see a real doctor in a real hospital and not some quack running a hole in the wall pharmacy?
Dude, the quack is right here.
Didn't mean to offend.
No offense taken. But my medicine really works if you truly believe in their powers.
Are you serious?
I believe. I believe. And I have presidents, Washington, Lincoln, and Franklin believing in them too.
You said that you wanted a girl, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
RJ, do you hear that?
What?
Shh. Listen. It's getting louder and louder. Tick tock, tick tock. Do you know what that is? Huh? It's my freaking biological clock. How much, Doc?
225 buckaroos.
Sold.
Hey Doc, you got anything for future psycho bitchy mom tobe syndrome? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
RJ grins and throws up a big peace sign, which Doc catches sight of and throws a peace sign right back at him.
Right on. Peace, brother. Anyways, do that. Here are the instructions on how to prepare these leaves into tea. Follow them precisely, and with a little seed from the daddy, get that oven of yours ready for a little bun. Bun. I'm getting hungry. Is there anything I can interest you in, my peace, brother?
I think you know where I stand in all this craziness.
From what I see, it looks like you're standing in turmoil and confusion about your past, bro. You know, I just might have something that can help you out with your heart condition.
Are you a fortune teller too? Because if you are, there's nothing wrong with my ticker because I got to go to the gym and pump iron or run a couple of miles before going to work. So sorry, Doc, to ruin your prognosis. Nothing's wrong with my heart.
Then why is it broken?
Chimes from the grandfather clock begin to ring.
Moon, we gotta go. I still have a lot of things to take care of, remember? And they said it's gonna rain harder tonight.
Right. Thanks, Doc.
Yeah, thanks.
Lights fade out. End of scene. Scene 2. It's now a little after 10 p.m. that same night, and we're back inside the My E herbal shop. Doc is in the store straightening out a couple of items on the shelf. He's dancing and singing to a song playing on the radio. And Doc's back is towards the door as RJ, with an umbrella in hand, enters the store shivering from the cold and the rain. He closes the umbrella and shakes off the water. Doc turns around.
Hey, dude, you're getting puddles all over the place.
Sorry about that.
Do you think I like watching the mud form on the floor?
I said I was sorry.
Ooh, actually, I really like watching mud form on the floor. Look at it. It's like you got dirt there, and then you got water there, and then when they come together,
You get mud.
one of Earth's great mysteries. It also reminds me to sweep up once in a while. Anyways, you can put your umbrella in that bucket over there.
Thanks. I can't wait for this rain to stop. Feels like it's been forever since I've seen the sun.
I don't. The extra natural H2O really helps with the growth of my plants in the back. Hey, I remember you.
Yeah, I was just in here earlier today with
Echo.
Echo.
Yeah. You said you and your wife wanted a girl named Echo.
Right. Wrong. I meant no. That was my friend Moon. I'm not married.
My bad. I just noticed the wedding ring on your married finger and just assumed.
I'm not with anyone right now.
I see. So, did your friend want more birthing herbs?
Yeah, she mentioned that she might.
Doc goes to the canister and remembers.
Dude, I forgot. You bought the last of my stash of that stuff. No worries. I can always find substitute ingredients for anything in here. You just have to be a little creative. This over there. Can you give me that box next to that red jar behind you?
Yeah, sure.
Salamat.
You're welcome. So I was wondering, how did you know about, well, earlier when you mentioned something about my,
You mean your broken heart?
shh, not so loud. Technically, no. Hypothetically, maybe. How did you know?
When you work in a place, as long as I have, you tend to get a sense of what people need.
Then you probably know that I came back for Limutin tea mixture.
Everyone with a broken heart comes looking for those tea leaves. For someone who doesn't believe, you look like you know what you want.
I've been doing some research and, well, at the very least, I believe in the power of Google.
Who the hell is Google?
It's a search engine. On the internet,
Dude, look around you. Does it look like I use the internet? Do you even see a computer? All that stuff messes with your brain, man. I know this one dude who says that he got trapped in this kind of gnarly web on something called a blob. That sounds like some scary stuff, man.
you might have been talking about a blog.
A blob? That sounds even scarier.
Doc, forget the internet. I just need the Limutin tea mix.
Then I'm sorry to disappoint you, man. I don't sell that mix anymore. But maybe I can interest you in this special happy herb.
Is that what I think it is?
It's medicinal.
As tempting as that is, I'm looking for something a little more permanent.
Dude, sorry. Not for sale.
What do you mean it's not for sale? It's right there.
Open it up.
RJ opens the canister to discover nothing in there.
How can you not have any more? You just have to make more.
Believe me, if I would, I could. I could, bro.
Well, I don't believe you, and neither does my little friend.
RJ takes out a handgun.
Whoa, dude! I just called you bro. You don't point a gun at your bro.
I can do whatever I want. I have the gun.
Dude, that gun ain't gonna solve anything you're going through.
That's why it's pointed at you.
Oh, then I know for sure that it ain't gonna solve any of my problems.
You said that you could find a substitute ingredients for anything in here, right?
Who said that?
You did.
Oh, yeah. Crap.
I don't want to hurt you, but you're the only one who can help me.
I told you I can't do that. Besides, you couldn't kill me if you tried. Safety's still on.
What?
As RJ looks at his gun, Doc takes the gun away from RJ in one swift motion. With his free hand, Doc slaps him in the back of the head.
What you doing with this? This ain't a toy. You could have killed yourself. Or worse, me. Now get out of here.
Not leaving without that tea. I'd rather you shoot me right here because I don't have anything to go back to.
Are you always this dramatic? You're just stupid. You really believe that this tea is going to help you?
It's the only thing I have left to believe in.
I guess you really are this dramatic. Let's see. Can't shoot you because that'd mean I'd have to clean up the blood from the floor, and since I really have time to even sweep up, that's not gonna happen. And I can't have customers slipping around in your blood or stumble over your dead body. Give me those 2 canisters on the bottom shelf.
Are you serious?
Apparently, not as serious as you are, dude.
Thanks.
RJ extends his hand out to Doc.
You want to shake my hand?
For agreeing to help me.
You had a gun pointed at my face, and now you want to shake hands? Forgive me if it takes a while to get over the image of my funeral and the various types of flora that gets tossed on top of my coffin as it descends into the earth above what used to be my head until a young punk, and I'm talking about you, came into my store and blew it off.
And I'm the one being dramatic?
I have my moments. Ugh.
If you don't want to shake on it, then how can I repay you?
For starters, it would help if you never came in here with a gun and pointed it at me.
I'm sorry about that. I promise that won't happen again.
Good. And number B, you got $300? This stuff is pretty hard to get, dude.
Actually, I didn't intend to pay for anything when I got in here because I kind of had the gun, you know.
You're killing me, dude.
But I promise that I'll come back tomorrow and pay you $400.
Things I do for stupid kids. Let's see how smart your Google is. You remember what else I need to make this work?
Yeah, I have a picture of her right here.
Let me see this. Hi.
Hey!
Well, she is.
Yeah, she is.
Doc starts to methodically take out different ingredients and put them on a scale. Various instruments are used to make this medicine work.
Where did you learn how to do all that?
Doc shushes him and gives him a motion of, I'm working here. As soon as everything that is needed to be mixed is mixed, Doc sets a timer.
And now, we wait. It just needs some time to work its magic. I was stationed at Subic Bay as an MP there.
Military police. My dad was in the Navy.
Congratulations. As I was about to say, it was there where I met this old man who taught me all this. But the funny thing is that I don't really remember how I met him. It's like a haze. But I know that it has to do something with this woman.
Doc gets a picture from the back of the counter and hands it to RJ.
She's cute. And who's the kid? He kind of looks like you.
Ding! A bell from the timer sounds.
Sounds like it's ready. If you want this to work, you'll have to keep remembering why you want to do this and have faith that this will all work.
Faith is all I have left.
Again with the dramatics. Now, take a sip of this.
Why does it smell like caca?
You astound me with your vocabulary, man.
I was a writer.
Who'd you write for? Fourth graders? Caca? Just drink it. Just a sip for now. Come on. Hold your nose if you have to. See? It wasn't so bad. Why are you making that face?
I thought you made this out of tea leaves and it tastes like this?
No complaints. Remember, I had to use substitution ingredients.
Ugh, yuck. Is there fuzz growing on my tongue? It feels like fuzz. What did you put in here? You better not. My pants better be on when I... What's happening?
Lights fade out. End of scene. Scene 3. As RJ falls under the spell of the tea, the stage is transformed into a dance studio at San Francisco State University. The year is 1994. Jasen and Lisa are rehearsing a dance move towards the end of Jocelyn Enrique's I've Been Thinking About You.
There you go, Lise. That's what I'm talking about.
Thanks for helping me out, Jason.
No problem. Thanks for hooking me up with this dope song we're using.
Thanks. It's my cousin, Jocelyn.
I could totally hear the song on the radio, which would be better than listening to And I will always love you. Oh, man, I swear. If they keep playing that song over and over on the radio, my ears will bleed. Is there anything dripping out of them?
I can't see anything in there.
Good. Believe me, I'd rather be listening to your cousin's song.
I'll let you know that she is a new fan.
You better. So, are you going on tour with her?
What do you mean? As one of her backup dancers? Nah, I don't think I'm good enough. But I'll definitely let her know about you if you're interested.
Yeah, I'm interested. But I think you crazy for thinking you're not good enough.
Hello, I have to get through our dance audition for the PCN tomorrow before even thinking that I can go on a Filipino Fiesta summer tour of 94 with her.
I'm telling you, you'll do fine. After one more time from the top.
Bring it on.
Jasen hits the play button. They dance a hip hop modern routine. Towards the end of the routine, enter RJ and Moon with their backpacks on. The dance ends with Jasen and Lisa holding each other really close. RJ applauds them both. Moon glares.
Thanks, guys. Lisa, this is my roommate, RJ. And that's Moon.
Hey.
Jasen runs into his bag and pulls out an old school camera, nods each other one, and hands it to RJ.
Oh, Pare, can you take a picture of me and Lisa? Our first rehearsal and all.
You and your pictures. Do a pose that dancers do.
You okay, Moon?
Never better. Why you asking?
Just wondering.
Hey, Jace, why didn't you call me back? I've been paging you 911 all afternoon.
I've been here rehearsing for your PCN. Why, what's up?
It's all over the news. O.J. Simpson's in a Ford Bronco being chased by the cops on the freeway.
Shut up.
They said that he killed his wife. We were all waiting to see if he was going to kill himself too.
Well, did he?
No, they just nabbed him at his house.
What? I missed all the action. Friggin' once in a lifetime that you see someone like him get arrested like that. Sound like hella drama.
That's why I've been paging you, homie. He's gonna be in prison for life. Speaking of drama, have you been practicing your lines?
You didn't tell me you were acting in the show too.
Just a small part. But RJ's the man. He's writing this year's Filipino Culture Night script.
And I unfortunately have to direct him too. So, are you off book now?
Off book?
No, he hasn't memorized his lines yet.
What's there to memorize? I'm a natural. Shoot. I've even rehearsed my lines with Moon. Right, Moon?
So that's what all that mumbling was about.
Tingnan mo, bro. Lola, I ran here as fast as I could before you. You don't go. There's still so much I need to learn from you and about our culture, which I didn't realize until I read through your scrapbook of your stories about the fiestas where you danced at the Tinikling.
The Nickling music starts to play and he begins to dance the Tinikling for a few bars.
And where you danced the La Jota Caviteña.
The music for La Jota Caviteña starts to play and he begins to dance a few bars.
And the dances of the Igorot Suite.
Sounds of kulintangs and gansas start. He begins to dance to the steps of the Igorot Suite for a few bars.
And finally, Singkil.
Sounds of kulintangs and gansas begin. Before he starts his dance, he takes a few moments to catch his breath. And then he begins to dance the steps of Singkil Prince with a sword in hand for a few bars and stops the grand pose. He unposes, drops his sword, and runs to his Lola.
I didn't realize the importance of keeping these traditions alive, while at the same time building our own history with our own modern/urban dancing.
Another old school song from 1994 starts up again, possibly Buffy's song, and he starts doing a freestyle routine. He finally stops and takes a breath and returns to Lola.
I owe everything to you and my heritage. My heritage. Moon, that's your cue?
Oh yeah. Apo, I am glad that you now realize everything that I tried to teach you about your culture and heritage. I love you very, 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 very much. Never forget that or me. Now let me snip you one last time. I can now die in peace.
Lola? Lola? Bye! Bakit, why God, take me, not her, but me, bakit? Bakit labis kitang mahal? And scene. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, OA.
What?
I said, oh, hey. Do you still need a ride to your job at Happy Bees?
Hey, I'm a Jollibee, not a happy one. Get that straight, Missy.
Whatever. See you later, RJ. Lisa, a pleasure. Jason, you coming? Because I ain't going to wait forever.
I'm coming. All right, peace, homie. Lise, I'll see you at the auditions tomorrow.
Moon grabs Jason's wrist and they exit.
Bye.
As Lisa gathers her things, she looks at RJ while shaking her head.
Well, see ya.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Was it Moon? She's being jealous. She's had a thing for Jason for like ever.
No, it's just that. Never mind. Bye.
Lisa begins to exit.
Hold up. Did I do something wrong?
Did you really write out the words that Moon was saying?
Yeah, it's funnier that way. Moon's not really good with accents.
It's just, it sounded hella fake.
It wasn't fake. That's how my Lola talks. That's how all older Filipinos talk.
You're not serious.
No, I'm not serious. I'm trying to be funny.
But it's not. Don't you think that it's kind of wrong when young people like us portray Filipinos with a thick accent and broken English for giggles' sake?
I'm not trying to do that.
So it's not your intention to make people laugh when the accent is used.
Well,
All I'm trying to say is that I don't want people to laugh at the Lola character. When they do, it feels like it's okay for people to laugh at anyone with the accent. You know?
jeez, so sensitive.
No, respectful.
Okay. I guess I never thought of it like that.
Unfortunately, a lot of people don't. I guess in a way, I'm also trying to stick up for my Lola too.
What do you mean?
Well, when she'd take care of me and my brother when we were kids, she told us stories of how people would make fun of her accent when she and my Lola came to the States after World War II. My mom told me that they didn't want to teach her and my aunts and uncles Tagalog because they didn't want them to go through the humiliation they must have felt.
My parents didn't want me to learn because they said that it would have confused me. What they didn't know is that I'm just naturally confused.
My Lola really worked hard at trying to fit in this country. Like, she taught me how to dance the jitterbug and how to say the Pledge of Allegiance. She even taught me how to make an apple pie. It was a trip. Apple pie and dinuguan for dinner.
Tasty.
Don't knock it if you haven't tried it.
She sounds like a real cool person.
Yeah, she was.
I'm sorry.
Thanks, but she had a long, amazing life. It was nice meeting you, RJ.
Lisa begins to exit.
Hey, since you just basically ripped me a new one with that part about the accent, is there anything else that bothered you about what I wrote?
You think I'll quit while I'm ahead?
No, don't. I appreciate the feedback. Giving literary critiques is not one of Jason's strongest points.
Well, don't you think that what you wrote for him is what all PCNs talk about? There has to be more than that. It's getting to be, you see one PCN, you've seen them all.
But every year, each cast is different, which makes the vibe totally different. Don't you think that it's important that we at least keep our culture alive with these shows?
These shows that last over 5 whole hours.
We have a lot of culture to be proud of.
All I'm saying is that I want to know more about your characters and their stories and how they find their culture.
And all I'm saying is that not all PCNs are the same. Why else would some of these schools have their cultural nights going for over 10 years, 20 years, or 20? If you ask me, that's something to be really proud of.
And please explain, how do these quote unquote modern/urban dances weave into Filipino culture?
Those dances are a part of our culture because we are the ones creating them. Just like how our culture culture's dancers left us dances like the tinikling. Our quote-unquote modern/urban dancers, as you call them, might even someday be seen on MTV. Don't laugh. Really. Wouldn't that be wild? Filipino Americans celebrating our gifts as dancers of the world? Shoot. And when that happens, we'll transcend the fact that we're more than dope-ass Fil-Ams who dance well, but are seen as amazing artists who contribute to the human culture, period. And that all started with them being up on stage in a PCN.
I stand corrected. I can admit when someone can make me see things in a different light.
Thank you. Just don't ask me to repeat that because I straight up pulled that out of my crack.
Well, then that talent is noted.
Ooh, I have talent now?
Just a smidge.
I'll take it. But you know that you can't just jump in and say that there's something wrong with what I wrote and not give a suggestion on how I can fix it. Like about the stuff I wrote for Jasen that you complained about.
Considering that you pulled the last thing about the dancing out of your crack, I don't think you need my suggestions. You'll be fine. See ya.
Figures.
It figures what?
I just didn't think that you were one of those people who would complain about something and not be able to step up and try to think up something better or different. But hey, you're not the first and you won't be the last.
Excuse me. One of those people?
Just complain and complain.
All right. I'll give it a shot. So let me get this straight. Jason's grandmother is on her deathbed, right?
Right, it's Lola.
Right. And he's trying to tell her how much she means to him?
Right. Also, can you add in the dancing stuff since he's in the modern dance segment?
You're not making it easy on me, are you?
Not unless you're just a complainer.
Okay. Lola, I know that you can hear my voice between the ever-growing silence between each inhale and exhale you take. Please listen to my words of praise and thank yous for everything that you have given me. From the time I heard the stories of how you hid in the hills with your children in tow, as strangers invaded our land of golden sunsets and fragrant sambuquitas during the Second World War. Protector of my mother and uncle when you moved to a new land of velvet fogged in mornings and cable cars that went up and down California Street. To the one who helped me raise me and my brother, to know wrong from wrong and right from right. From left to right to left and back again. The dance steps you taught me from the jitterbug to the la jota cafeteña, to the tinikling of bamboo poles that still resonate from my ears to my core. Click, click, clap. Click, click, clap. I snap out of my trance, Lola, when I hear your voice call out to me, "Did you eat yet?" And before I could even get out the words to say, "I'm fine, Grandma," a plate of rice and dinuguan is placed before me, which is made with the recipe of not chocolate meat, which we should not try to pass off as a euphemism to ignorant Western palates, but made with the special ingredient of your love. Because of you, I know what love is. Because of you, I know what strength is. Because of you, Grandma, I know the importance of taking the time to take in the fragrance of a rose with a single breath, to take in the essence of life and how to live it with each step I take in your dance in your honor. Dahil sa iyo, Lola, alam ko na kung sino ako. Salamat po at mahal kita.
Wow. That was amazing.
Thanks. It's been a while since I did something like that.
So how come I've never seen you around campus or at any of the poetry nights with the Filipino Club?
Maybe it's because you haven't looked hard enough.
Believe me, I have. It's just when I do look, I get the stare right back at me. Oh, you're not looking at me. Because if you are, then my boyfriend will beat you into the next week. Looking at me.
You do that really well.
As I said, I've been looking, but I never found you.
Maybe it's because you haven't looked at Health for All.
Isn't that the health clinic over in the Soma?
That's the one. I volunteer there after class.
So let me get this straight. You dance, speak mad poetry. You also volunteer at a health clinic.
Don't trip. I'm just Lisa Enriquez from South Sacramento trying to make a difference in the world. Like my Lola did for me. Nothing more, nothing less.
Still sounds like a lot to me. But I bet you can't make a mean mango pie.
And how would you make a mango mean? Do you beat it up or something?
Lisa begins to throw some punches in the air like a boxer.
Take that, you mango. I'll give you a black eye. Is that bagoong or your butt? Or te, because you're scared of me? Are you scared of me?
I give up. You're funny too.
At least you didn't say funny looking.
That you definitely are not.
Thanks. Look, maybe I jumped the gun about your story. I haven't even read it yet. For what it's worth, I'm sure that the skit you're writing will be fine and we'll have a great show.
We'll have a great show? I thought that little rant you brought up earlier about PCNs made you not want to be part of this.
I want to dance to honor my Lola, but someone changed my mind about the other things too. Besides, I still have to get through the dance auditions tomorrow.
From what I saw, I don't think you'll have any problems. Especially with that one move where you do this, then this move.
RJ attempts the dance move and trips over his own feet and falls down.
You okay?
I think I'll just stick to writing.
And we're really in trouble.
Oh, dagger right in through the heart.
Are you always this dramatic? I could definitely see where Jasen gets it from. Look, don't give up so easily. It's really simple. You just have to know the basics. Come on, I'll show you.
I think I've embarrassed myself enough for today.
Trust me, it'll be a hoot.
A hoot?
For starters, put your leg here and turn your body like this.
I don't think this is physically possible, Miss Gumby.
Anything's possible. Just watch me. Turn your body the other way. Then the legs and the arms follow. See? A hoot. Now let's try it with some music.
Lisa goes over and presses the play button on the cassette player on the boombox.
Just let the music start to take over your body.
They start to dance and RJ begins the steps that she taught him and continues to get better. And they end the dance the same way Jasen and Lisa did earlier, close to each other.
We should get out of here. Someone will need the space and I have a class at 2.
Yeah, I got a class at 2. 2. Thanks for the lesson.
You're natural.
Right back at you. Hey, Lisa, I was wondering if you had any plans after class.
I don't know. I was probably just going to catch a bite to eat at the Union or something.
Well, I was just saying because I'll be chilling at the Union after class too. So if we happen to see each other over there and happen to be hungry at the same time, maybe we can kick around some real story ideas I had for PCN.
Yeah, maybe. Bye.
Lisa grabs her stuff and exits, but a single spotlight stays focused on RJ at the MyE. Time is now shifted back to the present. It's still at night. End of scene. Scene 4.
February 23rd, 1994. Her hair was in a ponytail. She was wearing jeans, a red tee, and a gray hoodie. Her black low-top Chuck Taylors had flowers drawn over the logo. No makeup, but she radiated the kind of beauty that no amount of artificial enhancers could even attempt to match. That was the first day we met. That was Lisa. You know, that was probably the sweetest maybe I've heard in my life. We hooked up for dinner that night at the Union, and I really don't know how she did it, but stories just started flowing out of me. We also laughed a lot too. Lisa made me a better writer, a better person too.
What else is coming back?
RJ recalls his memory. Snapshots appear on a screen behind them.
Everything. Our first official date after the PCN, spring break with Jasen and Moon in Hawaii, graduation. She even made a better mango pie than me. Another thing she learned from her Lola. Why isn't this stuff working? These memories are everything that these stupid leaves are supposed to erase.
It's working, but it's you who's just starting. Bringing back those memories are part of the process. You'll see. Whenever you're ready, take another drink of this.
RJ hesitantly takes another sip of the tea.
You make the goofiest faces, man. You should be getting used to the taste by now.
End of scene. Scene 5. RJ dozes off again after another sip of tea. While asleep, the stage transformed to the Rose Garden at Golden Gate Park. The Rose Garden has 2 areas, one set for Moon and Lisa, while the other area is reserved for RJ and Jasen. The year is 2001 as Moon and Lisa enter. Music plays from that year.
Hey, Lise, can you smell all the roses around us?
Moon begins to quote unquote whistle, but since she doesn't know how, she just blows really loud while making a pucker face.
Yeah, I can smell a moon,
Isn't it romantic?
I guess.
And the moon is so full. Look at it. Perfect.
Moon takes Lisa's hand and holds it up to the night sky, imagining a ring on Lisa's finger. Moon lets out a little giggle and whistles again.
Moon, I love you like a sister and all, but wouldn't this be like the weirdest talk show moment if we were cheating on both our boyfriends with each other?
Oh, this? Oh, no. Then again, I think that Jason's already had that fantasy. But me and you, like that? Please. I was just saying how perfect the night is because of all the flowers and ooh, look, it's Jupiter, perfectly lined up with Sirius, Muldean, and Arius.
Okay. Speaking of being perfectly lined up, I know that RJ lined up our dinner reservations at Aqua at 7, so shouldn't we get back there to meet the guys?
Sure. They're already, I mean, they'll be all ready when we get there. But first, can you help me out by finding the earrings Jasen gave me? I'm sure I dropped them somewhere around here when I took my yoga students here the other day for deep meditation exercises.
Would those strange sounds you were just making be part of those exercises?
You mean whistling?
If that's what you call it?
Don't be silly. We use
Moon!
Oh yeah. The earrings. Well, they're a special kind of earrings. You know how spaced out I get sometimes.
You? Never.
I know, hard to believe. But just in case I lose them, they beep when you start to whistle.
Interesting.
As Lisa starts to whistle and hope that she'll find Moon's earrings, lights fade up on the other side. Lights begin to fade up on RJ as he enters. He's breathing really hard and looks like he's ready to pass out.
Jasen, I don't think I can do this.
Enter Jasen carrying a small table and a tablecloth. Jasen puts the table down and places the tablecloth on top.
RJ, breathe, okay? Everything's gonna be fine. It'll be perfect. Come on, breathe with me now. In, out. In, out. You gotta focus. Concentrate. In, out. Wax on, wax off.
Okay. I'm cool now. I just hope that everything works out tonight.
Dude, you're golden. Don't worry about a thing. We got your back. But first, help me with this tablecloth.
Jasen struggles to unfold the tablecloth and gets tangled in it.
Wait a minute. Slow down. You're so gonna choke yourself in this thing.
RJ untangles the mess and both lay out the tablecloth over a table.
Done. Whoop! There it is. Tablecloth, perfect. Garden, perfect. And hey, check it out. It's another sign. Jupiter, Sirius, Modine, and Orius. All lined up. Perfect.
You've been hanging around Moon way too long.
That is my girl. Hold up.
Jason takes out a camera.
Stand over there. Right. And hold up the candle too. Okay. 1, 2.
Chase, we've been friends for how long?
Since that lumpia rapping party for the Filipino club when we were freshmen back in college. Remember when we ran out of filling and we were putting the trail mix in them?
How do you remember that?
I got pictures, bro.
That's my point. Why do you take so many damn pictures? Everywhere we go, there you are with a camera.
I just don't want to miss anything. The memories captured on film will still be here long after we're gone. So it's like leaving behind something that says what you did with your life and who you spent it with.
Look at you, all philosophical and stuff.
Plus, I got some good blackmail pictures. Oh, like the picture I got of you looking at Julianne Gambito's cleavage when you didn't think anyone was looking.
Hey, you promised me that you'd burn that picture.
And I did. I burned it on a CD-ROM. But I mean, what do you care? You have Lisa now, and you have tonight.
Great. Thanks for reminding me. Hey, why don't you go in this with me?
Like, what do you mean? Like tonight? I don't think so.
Why not? You and Moon have been going together just as long as me and Lisa.
Yeah, but you and her have real jobby jobs. I'm still struggling. Besides, like the moon up there, this is your night to shine all by yourself.
So poetic.
You think? I think I got that from a fortune cookie. I'm telling you, you'll do fine.
Thanks, because I really don't think I can do this by myself.
Duh. That's why you got me and Moon. Trust me, you don't have to worry about a thing except for what you have to do. And hope that she'll say,
What? What will she say? What if she says, I don't think so? Or, don't you think we should wait a little longer? Or, I love you, but only like a kuya?
or maybe she'll say yes. Come on, don't be so serious.
But this is serious.
And you were so ready for this. You just landed that internet gig at the company in the South Bay, right? Uh, what's it called?
Google.
Okay, stupid name, but it could get big one day, you know? And Lisa's career is taking off at the hospital. All you need is a house with metal bars, plastic covers on your furniture, 3 kids, a minivan, and boom, instant family. This is just the first official step.
You're right. Thanks, bro. But you know that it's you and Moon next, right?
We'll see. Just give me some pointers when the time comes. Speaking of which, where are they? You listening for their signal?
Yeah, but I didn't think that Moon knows how to whistle.
Lights fade out on RJ and Jason's side. Suddenly, a beam of flashlight hits the floor as lights slowly fade up on Lisa.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Lisa starts to whistle and hears a beep. Another beep. She whistles twice and then 2 beeps. Then she whistles the opening notes of Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, and the beep responds with a long tone to complete the musical phrase.
Hey, Moon, I think I found your earrings. Moon?
RJ turns the battery-operated candle on, and more lights appear around him like an ocean of fireflies. Lights fade up on RJ. He's holding a walkie-talkie that uses Morse code to beep with.
Happy anniversary, dear. Music, maestro.
Aw, yeah. This song is dedicated to RJ and Lisa, celebrating 7 happy years together. With much love from Jason.
And Moon, you go, girl. Woo, woo, woo.
The instrumental track of Song Reminiscent of Tonight's Next Time begins to play.
May I have this dance, milady?
Yes, you certainly may.
And you thought I was kidding about taking that ballroom class. and dip. I was going to get you some roses, but I thought that wouldn't be enough for tonight.
So you got me a whole garden of them? It's okay, Dork. I can't believe that you did all of this for me.
Well, it wasn't just me. Thanks, guys.
Welcome.
You're welcome.
I can't believe that 7 years have gone by already. Thank you.
Right back at you. You know, I just realized that this is how we first met, with us dancing. Lisa, these years with you have been the greatest of my life. We started out as kids in college with no money, and now we're adults. Still with no money, but we'll get there. And I want to make sure that it's together.
And with that, RJ begins to sing his questions to Lisa. I'll sing it. Dear, do you wonder what it'd be like 10 years from now? 'Cause I often do. There we would be, together, you and me, waking up in each other's arms, and it would be the greatest dream come true for me. If only you'd say yes to.
RJ gets down on one knee and opens a box with the ring.
Will you marry me? Lisa, shocked, just nods her head yes while the embrace.
Dude, what'd she say?
Lisa gets the walkie-talkie off the table.
He said yes. Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Hi, you owe me $10.
Celebration by Kool and the Gang is faded in as the lights fade out.
This is for RJ and Lisa, the newly engaged couple. See you at the wedding.
End of scene. Scene 6. Celebration is heard spanning time from 2001 forward to the present. It's now almost midnight and Doc has the radio on playing the same song. He's shaking his groove thing to the beat.
Celebrate good times. Come on. Da 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 da. Come on.
Can you turn that off?
Sure. You have something against Mr. Kool and his gang?
No, just nothing to celebrate. How long was I out?
I'd say about 15 minutes.
That's it? Feels like years. 3 years to be exact. Why does it feel like someone just hit me in the back of my head with a 2x4?
That's supposed to be the easy part. How much are you still remembering?
All of it. It's like I'm in this dream, but everything feels so real. I could still smell the flowers, see her smile, feel her touch. It was the night that I proposed to Lisa. Look, how much more do I have to take this to finish what I came here for?
Chill, dude. Not much longer. All you need to do is finish the rest of this and it'll be over. Just rest a bit. You'll need to save your energy for the final stage.
It was perfect, you know.
What was?
The day we got married. We had the ceremony at the same garden where we got engaged. I didn't want that day to end.
Then why do you want to forget all that?
Because it'd be easier.
What would?
Everything. Watching TV, sleeping, breathing. Every time I do anything, even the smallest things, I think of her. And I wind up wishing that she was still here to share those moments with. I do anything to get rid of this indescribable pain that's in here. So when Moon brought me here and I read what was on that canister, I had to find out if you could help me to figure out how to live again.
By completely erasing her from your memory?
You make it sound so simple.
I'm not saying that it's easy, dude. But if this is the path you want to choose.
Doc, it's the only path I have left. Counseling, drugs, alcohol, done all that. I don't even know how I made it through this year. There have been times when I didn't even want to.
And what would killing yourself accomplish?
I'd be with them right now. I wouldn't have to keep asking God what I did to deserve this. What did they do? I wish I could let her know how much I miss her.
I'm sure she knows.
How could she? She's dead. Lisa died giving birth to our daughter. That was my family, my life. I could have had them back if Jason didn't find me on the bathroom floor.
Are you blaming him for saving your life? If you ask me, you're lucky to have friends like him. And that girl. Because you're still here.
Lucky me.
You're right. Lucky you. You're still lucky because at least you still have memories of what it was like to be in love. Of what it's like to find the person that you were meant to be with. A lot of people should be so lucky.
Doc, I appreciate this pep talk, but I've had a very long day and I've come too far to turn back now. I just want it to be over.
I can't let you go through with this.
Doc starts to reach for the teacup in front of RJ, but before he can grab it, RJ picks it up and downs the remaining potion.
Too late.
Blackout. End of scene. Scene 7. Birds fly over the green hills of the cemetery in Colma. RJ, Jason, and Moon are at Lisa's grave. They are dressed in black. The year is 2006.
Yo, RJ, whenever you're ready, everyone's at the restaurant. We're gonna head on over there to make sure that everything's cool. Moon drove, so I'll just go with her and you can take my car. Is that cool with you?
Yeah.
RJ?
Yeah, that's cool. Hey guys, thanks.
Love you.
Right back at you. Love you too. Just give me a few minutes over here, okay?
For you? Anything.
As
Thanks.
Jason and Moon exit, RJ takes out a rose and places it on the raw earth over Lisa's casket.
Hey, it's been a crazy day. This is from the garden where we... Liz, why'd you have to go? We were supposed to be family. We were supposed to grow old together.
Lisa, dressed in all white, enters from behind him. RJ turns around and faces her. Music fades in and they both start dancing in a contemporary style. A story about love and loss that ends with RJ holding Lisa.
Please tell me that this isn't a dream.
I wish I could.
Then I'm never going to wake up.
I'm sorry, RJ, but this isn't real.
What do you mean this isn't real? I'm here, you're here, talking to each other.
I saw you at the hospital after Moon and Jason found you. I felt the pain you were in, and it hurt so much that I couldn't help you. So you realize that you still have the chance to live out your dreams.
But my dreams died when you did.
You were always the dramatic one. Look, I know that's how you feel. But that's why I am here in your dreams, to let you know that I will always be here. We had the chance to help you and make you realize that.
What do you mean by we?
We, meaning me and Doc.
The doc at the shop? How? Is he part of this whole dream too?
No, he's real. But he was granted the gift to help people with God's ingredients. Which reminds me, give this to him.
Lisa puts a small folded note in RJ's chest pocket.
What is this? A love letter?
Yes, but not for me. It's a little something to jog his memory. Could you thank Moon for me too?
For what?
For bringing you to see Doc.
How'd you do that?
Through a dream. Like this.
I just figured that she was on one of her yoga fasting things and got delusional again.
Not this time. This time it was me.
If you visited her, then why didn't you?
RJ, you weren't ready. Every time I wanted to visit you, so much of your pain and anger kept me out. Until now. I don't have much time, but I need to tell you that I'm okay. I know that's something you wanted to know.
Then you'd also know that I'm always asking why. Why do you have to go?
It was just my time. But it's not yours.
Why? Do you know what happens to me?
I'm gone, but I'm not God. But I do know that you're here for a reason, as everyone on earth is. You just have to put your faith and trust that you are.
Faith in what? God? Where was he when I begged him to save you while you were at the hospital? Where was he when I held our baby and you in my arms for the last time? I can't ever forgive him for taking you away from me.
Is that why you left in the middle of the rosary tonight?
Praying isn't going to help you come back.
Yes, it did. That's why I'm here. I heard the prayers. I heard them from our friends, from my parents, even from Moon.
How? She's not even Catholic.
But she believes in something bigger than all of us. And all of those prayers brought me to you.
The ringing tones of a grandfather clock begin to echo in the air.
I have to go.
What do you mean? You just got here.
I know, but you'll understand why. Soon. I promise.
Lisa, I'm not ready to let go of you.
I know why you came to see Doc. But I don't want you to forget what we had together. Please. Those moments are still as precious to me as they are for you.
But life would be easier.
Life's not supposed to be easy. And if you erase me from your memory, then it'd be like I never existed. I might as well be dead.
But you are.
Technically, yes. But if you got rid of all the times that we shared together, then you'd be killing a part of yourself too. The part that I fell in love with. The guy who stumbled over his feet the first time we met, but learned to love dance because he wanted to share something I loved. The person who fumbles his speech when he gets nervous, but writes the most beautiful words, even if he has to pull them out of his crack.
But that was because every step I took in dance, every word I wrote that came from my soul was for you.
If you really believe that, then don't let that gift you have die with me. Keep writing, keep dancing, keep living.
But I forgot how to do all that.
Don't worry. I'll be there to help guide you. Everything's gonna be all right. It'll be a hoot.
Hoot.
From the first day we met, I've always told you the truth. So trust me. Don't forget.
Lisa puts her hand on his heart.
I'll be right here. Always.
Blackout. End of scene. Scene 8. The lights blink in, blink out, and back in as a loud bass pattern emanates from a car outside the Mai herbal shop. RJ is sleeping with his face down into the top of his hands on a table. The journey of memories that he's taken to the past and back has now reached the morning. The ever-growing decibels of the bass wakes him up.
What the hell? Where the hell?
Doc enters through the B curtain and moves towards the door.
Damn kids with their boom boom music. What the hell happened to real music made by real instruments? Morning, sleepyhead.
What happened?
You took one sip of that tea I whipped up for you, and poof, off you went into La La Land.
Oh my God, that's right. I went here to forget, but I can't forget. I have to remember. That's what I promised her.
First, you begged me to help you forget her. Mind you, with a gun pointed at my face, and now you're begging me not to forget her?
Yes,
Forget who?
Lisa. my wife, my soulmate. You have to undo what happened last night.
Seems like you didn't forget a thing.
I didn't? I didn't.
Chill, dude. The stuff I gave you wasn't supposed to erase a person from your memory. It was supposed to bring back the memories that your soul ain't able to forget.
How'd you know to give me that instead of the real thing?
Because I'd never wish that on anyone. See this picture of this woman and this kid? I don't remember a thing about them except for this.
Doc hands him a newspaper clipping from behind the picture.
Emily Taylor and Benito Taylor Jr. of San Francisco were killed Thursday, May 10th, 2000, when their car was struck by a drunk driver on the corner of Dejero and Market Streets. They leave behind their husband and father, Benito Sr.
All I have left are those pictures on the wall, that article, and his birth certificate. I'd give anything to get back those memories in those photos. I'd have to live with myself for making that mistake of taking that Limutin mixture for the rest of my life. The least I can do is to make sure that no one else makes the same mistake as I did. So, what did she tell you before you woke up?
How'd you know?
Just because a body dies doesn't mean that a spirit leaves too. She's still around. And when you're ready, as hokey as it sounds, they come to visit you in the most awesomest place you can think of. In your dreams.
That does sound hokey. But if I didn't believe that it happened.
So what did she tell you?
Right. She told me that she was okay and to never forget the times we shared. She also said that she'd always be here.
RJ indicates his heart.
And there she'll always be.
With his hand still on his chest, RJ feels something rectangular.
What's this?
RJ pulls out a letter Lisa gave him in the dream.
What is that?
She said to give this to you.
Now I know I'm smoking too many of my plants. People in your dreams aren't supposed to give you real things, dude.
I didn't write this.
RJ's cell phone rings and RJ gives the letter to Doc, which he begins to read.
Hey, Moon, what's up?
Moon appears in another part of the stage on the phone.
What's up with me? What's up with you? You left in the middle of the prayers last night. Jason tried to find you, but your car was gone.
Yeah, I just needed some air. I'm sorry.
That's what we figured. Just as long as you're safe. Where'd you go?
Long story, but thanks. I'm fine.
Good. We were worried. Hey, do you got a sec?
Yeah?
Okay, cool, because there's something I need to talk to you about, but if it's too early to talk, then I can call you back. But I really have to tell you something, so it might be hard not to tell you right now, but if you just woke up, then I'd understand, because what I got to tell you is really important, and you need to be fully awake to understand everything I have to say to you. Well?
I'm awake. Jeez, did you have 1 or 2 lumps of speed in your coffee?
Hello, body, temple, remember? I just told you this. How am I going to tell you anything if you don't remember things, huh?
Moon, I remember what you told me. Now, what are you going to tell me?
Oh, yeah. I just saw Lisa right before I woke up.
You what?
Lisa visited me. I was dreaming about the garden where you guys got married, and then I heard these chimes, and she came out of nowhere. It was trippy, and I kind of was like freaked out at first, but as she came closer, she had this smile, this kind of at peace look, you know?
Yeah, I do.
Well, first she thanked me for bringing you to that herbal shop yesterday, and then she said something else.
Well, what'd she say?
She said that Echo will be a beautiful baby girl.
Get out of here.
I'm so out of here.
That's great news. What did Jasen say about it?
I haven't told him yet.
What? Why not?
Well, he's pretty tired from last night after I made that tea and that we got from the store. You know, we spent the rest of the night getting his seed in my oven.
Moon! TMI, too much information.
Well, you asked. Frog on a lotus leaf, I tell you. Anyways, after Lisa told me about Echo and after I started crying because of these new hormones and stuff, I asked her if she had a message for you.
Let me guess. She said to tell me to never forget about her and that she wanted me to move on with my life.
Yeah? How'd you know? Were you in that garden with us? Because that's kind of stalkerish, like even for a dream.
Not exactly. Hey, you want to get together to talk about it?
Duh. Yeah. Let me wake up Jasen and we'll meet you at Francisca's Coffee and Juice in an hour.
Sounds like a plan. I'll see you there. Bye. Looks like that tea you made for Moon works fast. She told me that Lisa told her that she's gonna have a baby girl. Doc?
Echo?
Echo. So what's in the note?
It's a recipe for something I've never seen before. It's supposed to bring back my memories of Emily and BJ.
That's their names?
That's my family.
That's great.
There's even a message at the bottom of this.
Doc hands RJ the letter.
We can't wait to visit you, Pa. I don't know what to say or what to believe.
I think they just want us to believe in a never-ending kind of love, I guess.
Yeah, I like to believe in that too.
RJ extends his hand out to Doc to shake his hand.
Thanks for bringing Lisa back, even if it was only for just one night.
Doc shakes his hand.
I wouldn't think of her visit as just one night, bro. Look at it this way. As long as you keep all the moments you built together on a running loop in your heart, your spirit will always live within you.
So she'd never really die.
As long as you don't forget them. Which reminds me,
Doc retrieves a picture of Lisa that RJ gave him earlier.
can't forget this. She's a keeper.
Yeah, she is.
RJ's phone rings again.
Sorry. Hey, Moon, I'm just about to leave. Oh, hey, Jim. Yeah, hey. Don't worry about it. Just stay home. Enjoy the time with your family. And hey, about yesterday, I'm sorry. Sure. You too. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
RJ hangs up the phone.
Thanks, Doc, for everything.
That's what I'm here for.
RJ opens the door and is blinded by the brightness of a new day.
Whoa, dude. Glad it finally stopped raining.
Me too. I'll see you around.
Till next time.
Till next time.
RJ exits into the warm glow of a new day. End of play.
Woo!